Hello everyone, welcome to another interview experience webinar. I hope I'm audible to you all. Our guest for today is Prankur Gupta, who is working at Amazon. Just give a thumbs up in the comment section if I'm audible and visible. Yes, the time was changed to 5 p.m. due to some issues, some connectivity issues. So anyway, we are moving forward with the webinar. Just give the thumbs up and we'll proceed. And also ask your friends to join the webinar as this is an Amazon experience webinar, which is very informative. Okay. Thank you, Vivek. Yes, okay, so it will move on now. Okay, so at the end of the webinar, I'd like to introduce Elgo Geek contest, the contents of which only I'll be discussing at the end. So stay tuned till the end. Also, if you want to be our guest for a future webinars, you can check out the links in the description below. So without much further ado, I'd like to invite Prankur Gupta. Hi, Prankur.
Yeah, hi Sheil, how are
So
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also doing good.
Okay, so Prankur, I'd like to start the webinar with you, and my first question to you would be:
Hmm.
let's just first start by talking about yourself.
Introduction. Yeah.
Give a brief
So if
introduction.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. So if I talk about myself, my journey started from a tier 3 college named Guru Nanak Dev University. So in Guru Nanak Dev University, I graduated in BTech and computer science, and in the last year of my graduation, I got PPO from TCS. And for 2 years, I worked with TCS as a backend developer, and recently I joined Amazon as a SD1. So I have total 2.5 years of experience.
Okay, that is great. So you've been in Amazon for the last 6 months, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So how did you get to know about Amazon? Like, did you give off-campus interview somewhere?
Yeah, actually, I was quite active on LinkedIn, Naukri.com, Instahire, and other such platforms. And I was exploring new opportunities if there are which are relevant to my skill set. And I started applying into those uh, jobs. And finally, like, I won't say that I started getting interview calls right after applying, but after 3 to 4 months, I started getting interview calls from product-based companies like Snapdeal, Morgan Stanley, Amazon, and after one after the other I was able to clear all these interviews, and finally I decided to join Amazon. And from last 6 months, as you know, I am working as SD1 at Amazon.
Okay, so how are you finding it in the company? Is it a good experience for you?
Yeah, till now it is really good. Actually, there is a vast difference between the how the work culture or the work environment is in service-based company as compared to product-based company. The whole life cycle of a product is quite different. So I am finding it really interesting. And in initial days or initial months, I find it really hard for me to adapt everything. But right now, I'm finding it like I'm really comfortable working over here.
Okay, so if you have to compare between TCS and Amazon, which one would be on a higher place? You can do
If
if
I
you
talk
want.
about,
Yeah.
yeah, there are different factors for which I would like to talk about. Like, the first factor is that the learning growth. If I talk about the learning growth, then obviously Amazon is at the top place. I don't know about other product-based companies how the work culture or the learning growth is in other companies, but for Amazon, I would say it is at its best. And if I compare it with TCS, because till now I have worked only on two companies. First is TCS, and the second is Amazon. So comparing both these companies, I think Amazon is at the way ahead as compared to TCS. And if someone really wants to chill, then I think TCS would be a better option for them. If they really want to just have salary in their account and want to chill, then TCS is a better option. But I would say that I got really like when I joined TCS, I got a really good opportunity in one of the projects in TCS, and my project was really good. But most of the projects in TCS are not really, I would say, that good. People usually get support role or something like that, which they don't even looking for, and that is why I think, from the learning growth perspective and compensation perspective, Amazon is way ahead.
Yes, definitely it is. So let's
Yeah.
talk about the experience. Like, let's go to
Hmm.
the interview process
Hmm.
for the best company today. How
Okay.
many rounds of
So
interviews
basically.
were there, and can you describe all the rounds?
So I got a mail from the recruiter that, for the first, like I got a mail with all the rounds description, that there will be first online assessment round, and after then there will be four round of interviews, in which there will be two rounds will be of technical, and the last two rounds will be like behavioral, you can say. Last two rounds were mostly, they asked me behavioral type questions. So if I start talking about from the first round, which is online assessment. In the online assessment, they asked me basically two coding questions, and both of them were, I would say, medium level questions, which, and both of them were standard. And my source of preparation from the beginning was Geeks for Geeks. So both of those questions were present in Geeks for Geeks, and along with the the online editor, there was also a text editor where I had to explain my approach, that what I have written in the code, I also had to explain that in the text editor. So after writing my approach, I had enough time spare to explain my approach along with the time and the space complexity, which I did, and I was able to cover, or what you can say, run all the test cases, and all my test cases got passed. And I was really assured that I will be getting called for the next round of interviews, and it happened same. I got called for the first two rounds, technical rounds, which were virtual rounds, and both were happened on the same day. So one was scheduled in the morning, and the second one was scheduled in the evening. Okay, and the pattern of both of those rounds was quite similar. Like in both the rounds, they asked me technical DSA problem solving based questions, and uh, also there were few behavioral questions were asked to me in those both technical rounds in the middle of the interview. And also in both of those rounds, two technical questions were asked in each round. So let's suppose if the interview is of 1 hour, in 1 hour they asked me two problem solving questions, and both of them were, I would say, medium level questions from Geeks for Geeks itself. And uh, first round had difficulty level, I would say, basic to medium, and in the second round the difficulty level was medium to hard. So, and in the first round I was able to come up with, two questions were asked, and I was able to come up with the approach and the solution for both of those questions. And I was, so basically here I would like to add some tips to for the people who are watching this live stream, that it is very important that you speak out loud. Whatever you are thinking, you have to tell to the interviewer that what you are thinking, so that interviewer can understand your approach or your thought process, and if you are going in a wrong direction, they can guide you. So it really helped me. I never gave any mock interview, but I don't know how it came in during the interview, that I was explaining each and every bit of what I was thinking of to the interviewer, and it really helped me. If I was going in a wrong direction, the interviewer was guiding me that you have to think in that way or that way. So it really helped me in that process. And also I was able to, the first round went really well because I was able to come up with the solution of both the questions. Now if I talk about the second round, in the second round, basically both of the questions, as I said before, were of difficulty level medium to hard. I was able to solve first question, but for the second question, it was a question, and I thought that Amazon doesn't usually ask graph questions, so I didn't revise my concepts of graph before the interview. So, but when I saw the graph question, I got like, I thought like why I didn't prepare for graph, why I didn't revise. Basically, I was prepared for graph, but I didn't revise my concepts. but I thought let's give it a try. So as I was discussing with the interviewer, I came up with the brute force approach. Then the interviewer told me to optimize it further, and within the like discussing with the interviewer only, I was able to come up with the optimized solution. But I was not sure whether this solution is the most optimal or not, or even if it is correct or not, because I didn't have enough time left to write the code. So the interviewer told me, you can just tell me the approach, that will be enough. So I told him my approach, and after the once the interview got over, I went to Geeks to search for the same problem, and it was a standard question of graph. And I thought if I would have revised my concepts, then I would have easily able to answer that question. But still, I was happy that I was able to come up with the optimized solution. So yeah, and after that, I was not sure whether I will be getting called for next round of interviews or not. So I called the recruiter on my own after 3 days, and I asked him whether what is the feedback for my previous rounds. So she said that it is positive and we can proceed ahead with the next round of interviews. So next two rounds were, I would say, both of them were kind of behavioral rounds. And for the preparation of those rounds, I went to like, because I knew about star method, so I started solving, or what you can say, preparing questions around star method. You can just google what is star method, and you can study about that, and you can start preparing behavioral questions related to star method. So I would suggest just prepare 5 to 6 questions on using star method. You can answer any behavioral questions of Amazon. So I but along with the behavioral questions, they also asked one technical question in the third round, and that question was related to stacks. So I was able to solve that question as well, and most of the questions, behavioral questions, were related to my project. So get into the depth of my project, like what I did, what challenges I faced, how I overcome those challenges, have I ever worked in some deadline. So these kind of questions were asked to me, and I was prepared for such questions, and I answered these questions using star method. So once the interview get over again, for the last round again, that the last round was more of a cultural fit, whether I'm a cultural fit or not, or it was also revolving around behavioral questions. So I would say that all the first two rounds were basically focused on more on problem solving, and last two rounds were more focused on behavioral or cultural fit rounds. Okay. And after all of these rounds, I got a mail that finally I have been selected, and the offer has been rolled out to me. So I had a 3 months notice period, but the process was really long, because the Amazon, I was having only one interview in 1 week, and then the next round of interview in the second week, so it was getting delayed. So in this whole process, I was also giving interviews of some other companies. So when I got selected for Amazon, I was already in my notice period. I had only 1 month left to leave TCS. So after 1 month, I joined in July. Basically, I joined Amazon. So yeah, this was my whole interview experience.
Okay, okay. So, first of all, congratulations to you for this
Yeah,
feat
thanks,
that
Jude.
you achieved. And moving on to your projects, you were talking about your projects, right? I'd like to
Hmm.
discuss about your projects, which projects you worked on, and
Hmm.
did you put it in your resume to make it look different?
Okay, so the first thing which I would like to say is that I never really emphasize a lot on projects, because I did my research and I found that most of the product based companies look for a skill which is good. You should be really good in problem solving. Okay, so my emphasis was more on how I can be good in problem solving, data structures and algorithms. This was my most of the emphasis on. And the second thing is that I was already working on a project in my TCS, when I was working in TCS, right? So I thought I should be able to answer each and every bit of the questions which will be asked to me in the interview related to my TCS project. So I mentioned only my TCS project. Apart from that, I didn't mention any of my projects, because I knew that the projects which I did in the college, I was not even what you can say, remember those things which I did in the college, and I didn't want to mention that those things in my resume which I won't be able to answer during the interview. So I mentioned only my recent project, which was of TCS, and I thought I will be covering each and every bit of my project in depth, and I will be able to answer them during the interview. So that was my basically main project. Apart from that, I didn't mention any of my projects.
Okay.
Uh, but one
Yeah.
suggestion I would like to say to the people who are watching this live stream, that if you are really active participant in any of the platforms, like if you are regularly, consistently basically solving problems on lead code or any other such platform, you can mention the link of that platform in your resume. It will help the interviewer to see whether you are a consistent performer or not. It doesn't matter that you have to be a competitive programmer. I am not a competitive programmer. I am just a regular problem solver in Geeks for Geeks and Lead Code. So if you have any such profile, or either of Lead Code or Geeks for Geeks, you can mention that in your resume. It will help the interviewer to get your profile shortlist. Yeah.
Okay. So Prangur, you basically answered all of my questions which I was about to ask. That is good.
Okay. What was it, the next question?
Like I was about to come to competitive programming. Were you a competitive programmer or not?
Not at all,
You are
not at all,
clearly or not.
not at all.
But it definitely helps, right? To be a
Yes,
competitive.
I would say that. See, there are two things. First is mandatory to have, sorry, must to have, or good to have. So competitive programming is good to have, not must to have, to get into these
Mhm.
product-based companies. Okay, so it is good that you are having it, and it will definitely give you an edge of from other candidates. But it is not a must to have thing. Okay, so if you are a regular or consistent performer in Lead Code or Geeks for Geeks, you can crack most of the big product based companies. So I did some research before even starting my preparation. So that research really helped me during my preparation journey. If we want to talk about my preparation strategy,
Yes, let's
then
come to that. And our last
yeah,
question for today.
yeah. Okay, this is our last question, like my preparation strategy. So if I start talking about my preparation strategy, that in my preparation strategy, basically what I started doing was, like in the college days I was doing some mistakes. It was not that I started my preparation while working in TCS. I had a background in DSA during my since my college days. But in my college days I was not really serious about that, because I knew that no of the big companies will be visiting my college, so why I should give so much time. Or even I was not aware that what strategy I should follow. I was just solving problems during my college days. I had no proper plan, nothing. So I was just solving problems, looking at the solution of the people, nothing else. I was not doing brainstorming on new problems which I was seeing. So I knew only those problems which I solved. Apart from that, whenever I used to see a new problem, I used to get blank. So this time, when after working 1 year in TCS, I started my strategy or you can say preparation again. And this time, I thought that I will be putting consistent time into problem solving, and also I will be solving only one topic at a time. I won't be solving random problems, because when I was solving random problems, I was not able to find pattern between different problems. So this time I thought I will be solving only one topic at a time. Let's say I started solving linked list. So for 1 week I will be solving only questions on linked list. I won't be solving any other topic. Okay, it really helped me to find pattern between questions or of linked list. And once I feel that I am comfortable in linked list, then I only switch to the other topic. Okay. And also the resource which I used to solve problem was Geeks for Geeks. Why? There is a specific reason why I used Geeks for Geeks, because in lead code I saw that the company, there was no company tag mentioned along with problem names. Like there is mentioned, but it is with premium. You need to have a premium membership. So I thought, let's stick to Geeks for Geeks, and it was also which I was using since very long. So I was really comfortable with Geeks for Geeks. So I went to practice section of Geeks for Geeks. There all the problems are distributed based on topics. So you can pick any one topic and you can start solving problems, and you can solve those problems which are tagged with some company name. So that because you are preparing for product based companies, so you can emphasize more on those questions which have been already asked in these companies. Okay. So I started such way that I will be solving only those questions which are first asked in these companies. If spare time left, then I will moving to other questions. Okay, so this strategy really worked well for me, and along with this strategy, I was also creating notes. So creating notes really helped me to recollect the things which I have already done. If I am forgetting something, I can refer to my notes. If there is a question which I already did 2 months back, I can refer my notes to see, okay, this question is somewhat related. They both have some similar pattern. So it means I can relate both the questions. So I would say that in problem solving, most of the thing is that if you able to find patterns, you can start solving. You will be able to solve new problems. If you are not able to recognize the patterns, then it will become difficult for you in the long run. So I would suggest follow this strategy, which I also named as depth first strategy, where I went into the depth of one topic. Only then I will be moving to the other topic. And once I feel that I have covered most of the curriculum, like I have covered 80 to 90% of my curriculum, all of the data structures are covered, then I move to other platform where I can start solving random problems. So I will be start solving random problems when I feel that I have covered most of the curriculum. And when I will be solving random problems, then it will help me to boost my confidence that I am able to solve new problems now. So this strategy really worked well for me. And if there are few people who are not consistent enough, what they can do is they can create a plan that how much time they want to give to each data structure. Let's suppose if you are looking to prepare trees. Okay, so I gave tree amount of 3 weeks. So basically I gave 3 weeks to trees. Okay, and everything related to trees I covered within 3 weeks. So it was a timeline which I gave to myself that within 3 weeks I will be covering trees. So accordingly you can decide your timeline according to your pace, according to your conditions, and you can start your preparation. It will help you to keep moving forward, and you will stay consistent along your preparation journey. Okay, so I my whole preparation journey was of 6 months. So I gave a 6 months plan, and I came up with this 6 month plan, and I gave a time frame to each and every data structure in this 6 months time frame. Yeah, this was my whole preparation strategy basically.
Okay, okay. Nice. That was pretty informative.
Yeah.
Let's quickly go to the comment section and let's keep it brief. But the first question is from Rahul, who is asking any case study or guesstimate questions that were asked in the interview.
I can't because uh, I don't know if you guys know or not, but we when we prepare or when we appear for the interview, before that we write or sign NDA, so which is non-disclosure agreement. We can't
Okay.
disclose the actual questions. Okay, but you can. I mean, the questions are pretty public in few of the platforms. You can refer them where you can see what are the questions which usually asked in these product-based companies.
Okay, here is Vijay's question,
Hmm.
who is asking about strategy for placement in Amazon from a service page, just like you.
Sir gave some strategy from for place. Okay, so I think I have already covered what strategy I used. So this question is recently asked or what? I think we have
Okay.
already discussed the strategy, right?
Okay, we can move on then.
Yeah. But here I would like to add on, like if any
Sure.
of you are looking for some specific help or want to connect with me one on one, I am you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I can share how you can connect with me one on one via call or some way. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. If Sheil, you have my LinkedIn profile, you can share that on comment section so people can
Yes, I'll do
reach
that
out to me.
after the webinar.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll add the link in the description and you can check
Yes.
out his profile.
Hmm. Yeah, let's move to other next question.
Vivek is asking how is your day-to-day job in Amazon?
Okay, so my day-to-day job is basically right now I have been working on a working like building a tool which is an internal tool to Amazon. So and Amazon really follows their leadership principles, which is one of their leadership principle is ownership, which I really like, that if you are building something, then you have to own it. Like from base to last, everything has to be owned by you. If something happens, you are the owner, you have to take responsibility of it. So I am currently working on a tool whose ownership is completely on me, and I am doing it independently. So yeah, this is what I am currently doing.
Okay, okay. Okay, so many people are asking about the perks and package that they are offering. I think
Okay.
that can be disclosed, right?
That can't be disclosed, but we can talk about the perks, like which are very generic. Something like internet reimbursement. Amazon provide up to 1250 rupees per month internet reimbursement. Apart from that, they also provide work from home equipments like table, chair, and monitor, a laptop. Already, Amazon provides MacBook or Windows, whatever you want. And yeah, I mean, most of these, and along with that, they also provide a health insurance to you and to your family. And yeah, these are the most of the perks which Amazon provide, which are currently I remember. Yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay, let's go to the last question for today. Mm,
Someone is asking on-site chances. There are a lot of opportunities for on-site in Amazon. Like if you are at SD2 level, if you work in SD2 level for 1 year, you can switch to any location in Amazon. This is the eligibility criteria, that you should work in L5 level at least for 1 year, and then you can switch to any other location as per your choice. Yeah.
okay, so this is from Alok. Along with DSA, what else can we prepare?
Okay, along with DSA, you can, if you are a fresher or 1 or 2 years of experience, it is very important that you prepare for CS fundamentals as well. Because I didn't face any CS fundamental question, to be precise, but they can ask, or any other product based company may ask DSA, sorry, CS fundamentals question as well. And also, now companies have started asking questions on low level design as well, and system design. But system design questions are usually asked to those people who are really 2 to 3 years of experience or more than that. But if you are a fresher or 1 years of experience, you can skip system design for now. But I would say focus on low level design, CS fundamental, DSA. And there are other skills as well which you can prepare on, like communication and presentation skills. These skills also matter. And to prepare for these skills, I would suggest you should go for mock interviews before appearing for the actual interview. It will help you to see where you are lacking. Okay, so mock interviews really help you to see if you are good in presenting things or communicating well in the interview or not. Okay. My resume get rejected 5 times. I have included major projects and everything they require, but they don't give any feedback. Uh, yeah, it happened with me as well. Like I was applying in Amazon since like 4 to 5 months. I started applying in Amazon since October 2020, and I got a call at on March 2021. So you can imagine, in these I was not getting even a single call, not from Amazon but from any product based company. So it is a true, even if you make your resume we think that only resume is the one thing which can lead us to an interview call, but it is not a fact. Sometimes your what you can say, resume may not be even reaching to a recruiter, or maybe some other factors based on which your resume may be getting not getting shortlisted, or you are not even applying enough. I would suggest here that uh, keep on applying, and also utilize most of these platforms like Naukri.com, InstaHire, Angel Listing, LinkedIn. Don't just focus on career portal. Okay, there is a high competition, or like a lot of people are applying through career portal. So getting a profile shortlist through career portal becomes really difficult. So I would suggest to utilize other platforms as well to get the most of it. Okay, so yeah. Sheil, anything else?
Hmm. Okay, I was not audible. Sorry, I was saying, Prankur, that that will be it for today. And
Okay.
you can send your LinkedIn profile in the private chat, and I will add it in the description below.
Okay, let me send here. Okay, I have sent you in the private chat.
Okay, then I'll paste it in the description. So thank you, Prankur, for today for
Yeah.
giving us your insights for the interview preparation and everything. I hope our audience would utilize it further in their
Hmm.
future interviews.
Hmm. Yeah, thanks, Sheil, for bringing me here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prankur. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye.
Okay, now for the Elgo Geek, which I was telling at the starting of the webinar. If you are a content writer and you're really good at it, this one is for you. This is a Elgo Geek contest, which is a DSA article writing contest by Geeks for Geeks. So participating in this contest is totally free. You can get in, and there are very high prices for the first place, second place, and the third place, including all of the perks like some exciting goodies and also the cash that you get. The highest reward is for I think 30,000, which includes all the goodies. This is for the first prize. The second is for 5,000 cash plus other goodies. Then goes 3,000 cash for the third place. And also the fourth to 10th prize winner will get some goodies plus all the certificates. So definitely you should check out the link for the Elgo Geek in the description, which I have provided below. So if you have a passion for writing, for content writing, for any of the coding coding related courses, you can go for that. So I have already told you about the webinars. If you want to come to our future webinars, I take this webinar mostly every day, me or someone else. You can uh, fill out the forms in the description, and we will get back to you. Thank you. I would like to end this webinar now. I'll be back with another good webinars for you all. Thank you. Bye.